I used to be a regular employee of a US-based software company, and I would have kept going, save for the fact it came to an abrupt end. A few months ago, I was scrolling through LinkedIn and saw this quote that stopped me dead in my tracks again. There are almost 7 billion people on this planet. Someday, I hope there will be almost 7 billion companies. That was Naval Ravikant, getting on for 15 years ago at the time of posting this video. And get this, he wasn't predicting tech. He was predicting people like you and me. So if you've been job hunting or if you've lost your job, just like I did back in February 2024, this one is for you. Change may be more apparent than we first thought. Perhaps you don't need to find your next job, perhaps you need to create it. Let's rewind. I had a job until I didn't. One email, a 15-minute Teams call with HR, and suddenly my role was gone. I was left with no plan, no monthly salary. Being candid though, I was left with a fair amount of panic. I applied for some 120 roles in the month's post. I had 3 interviews, 0 offers. Then I realised maybe the system wasn't built for me and what I needed anymore. So I made a choice. Instead of waiting for an opportunity, I'd pivot and create one. I decided to build something from scratch. Well, kind of from scratch. My own story, my own channel, my own way forward. Not because I had all the answers, I didn't and I still don't, but because I had one thing I could control. Me. More specifically, my output and how I showed up in person and online. That's when I rebooted my old company, Norf, and started freelancing and investing back into my YouTube channel. Now, this is the second version of Norf. Version 1 of Norf was about 10 years ago, and I made the decision to put it back on ice then, which in hindsight was an exceptional decision. However, here's why I think YouTube is one of the most underrated career tools out there, especially if you're pivoting. Every job application requests for a great communicator, problem solver, team player, high EQ, blah blah woof woof. YouTube, however, lets you prove it. Instead of a resume or CV saying you're creative, your videos show it. Whatever your skills, be it teaching, design, tech, engineering, management, you can creatively show all of this in action. That's what employers and clients remember. Your channel becomes your digital CV, but with personality. Remember, it's your story, your voice, your perspective, and your inspiration. You're not just shouting into the void. You're inviting people into your world. People hire people, not job titles. They'll follow your energy, want to understand your curiosity and what makes you tick. That will build trust. I'm a firm believer that anyone can learn anything. However, team fit is something you have or do not. Here's something no one told me. Your next opportunity may not come through a recruiter or direct from an employer. It may simply come from a comment. One of my recent roles actually did. Every upload is a signal to the right people. Collaborations, clients, friends, all from one click to publish. Video editing, thumbnails, storytelling, analytics, this is real-world skill stacking. And when you're reinventing yourself, that agility is gold. And the best part is, you have a studio right in your pocket. You just need your smartphone, a story, and the spark to start. Sure, YouTube might start as your creative outlet, as it did for me, but it could become part of your income stream. Consulting, brand deals, speaking gigs, or courses. Every upload plants a seed. Now, you may be thinking I'm not a YouTuber. Good, because neither am I. I'm just another human trying something out. You don't need to be young, trendy, or tech-savvy. You just need to be, well, you. People crave real. I think we're getting tired of perfect feeds and AI-written guff. You don't need 4K cameras or 4 million followers. You just need courage. The courage to put yourself and your story out there. Real stories stand out by a country mile. So let me spend a bit of time just busting a bunch of myths. I don't have the right gear. Your phone is perfectly fine. Good lighting and clear audio matter more than polish. I'm too late to start. No, I disagree. You're bang on time. Your experience is your advantage, or it's your superpower. Think of it that way. But Norf, I'll look stupid. Yeah, well, we all did at first. Check out my first upload, I'll put it up here and in the description, and you'll get to see for yourself. Trust me, I would love to change that with what I know now. That said, visibly growth is evident, and courage looks better than perfection ever will. And you don't need 1 million views, you just need the right ones. One video, one person, one opportunity is all it takes. Alright, let's get practical. 1. Pick a topic that absolutely lights you up. Grab your weapons of mass creation, paper and pencil, and write down what you know and what you love. What do people ask you for advice on? Start there. Next, plan your first 3 videos. Now don't overthink it or overcomplicate it. Start with your story, who you are, and what you've learned. Secondly, something you wish you knew earlier. And thirdly, a problem that you can help somebody solve. Start with those, but start small and build from there. Thirdly, start with what you have. Your phone and a window for light and your voice. That's it. That is all you need. However, if you do want to make your life a little bit easier, you can invest in a small, inexpensive tripod and wireless microphone that plugs directly into your phone. I'll leave some budget-friendly examples in the description. Fourthly, upload, share, and repeat. Your first video that you share will take a fair bit of courage and it will feel a little bit awkward. The second video that you share, less so, and by the 5th one, you'll be wondering why you waited so long. Lastly, stay consistent. 1 video a week, 1 video a month, whatever you can manage, but just keep showing up. Because momentum beats motivation. So if you happen to be standing at a crossroads right now, remember this. And this is one of my favorite quotes, often attributed to Abraham Lincoln and Peter Drucker. And it's, the best way to predict the future is to create it. And I happen to think this is highly appropriate in this instance. Don't search for your next job, create it. Your next chapter may not start with a job offer. It could start with an idea, a story, and a decision to begin. Do let me know what career or creative pivot you're thinking about in the comments, and let me know what's holding you back. Also, if this video happens to resonate with you, do hit like and subscribe. Also share it with someone who might need a gentle nudge, because your next opportunity may be closer than you think. Thank you so much for watching. These bite-sized, inspirational, short videos may inspire you even more. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.